Tomorrow, Aries, the energy that unfolds before you is represented by the Sun card, and when the Sun arrives, it is as if the entire universe decides to clear the shadows you have been carrying, illuminate your steps, and warm your soul with renewed confidence. I feel it will be a day when you can finally breathe more deeply and see clearly what previously seemed confusing. The Sun speaks of joy, personal brilliance, moments when you feel seen and recognized. Your strength, Aries, will be in showing the world exactly who you are without fear, without masks. This warmth also brings your color of the day, gold, a color that connects you with victory, expansion, and faith in tomorrow. The aroma that vibrates with this card is sunflower or even a touch of sandalwood, which awakens inner joy and attracts good encounters. Your lucky numbers for tomorrow are 1, 10, 19, 21, and 33, each carrying the energy of light, new beginnings, and confidence. And within this illuminated scenario, I see that you will especially be in harmony with Leo and Sagittarius, signs that, like you, feed on the fire of passion and courage. By their side, your energy expands even more. However, there may be minor clashes with Cancer and Scorpio, which bring emotional weight and depth that can collide with your desire to act lightly. These challenges, however, do not come to hinder you, but rather to teach you to embrace differences and to balance impulses. When I talk about love to you who are already in a relationship, I see the moon alongside the Knight of Pentacles. It is an intense combination, Aries. The moon brings doubts, secrets, and silences that are not always easy to handle within the relationship. Perhaps you feel that something is in the air, that there are gestures or words from your partner that are not fully revealed. It could be your insecurity, or it could be something real. But the fact is that this energy will lead you to observe more, to feel more with your heart. And then the Knight of Pentacles comes into play. He asks for patience, consistency, and practical demonstrations of love. In other words, even if you feel this veil of mystery, tomorrow will be a day to concretely show your commitment. I see you planning something simple but meaningful, preparing a dinner, sending a message in the middle of the day, reminding how special this person is, or even proposing a calm conversation about the future together. It is this balance between feeling and acting that will keep the relationship strong. For the married, the Nine of Pentacles with the Four of Wands brings a wonderful vibration. Tomorrow, Aries, there is a sense of pride in the life you have built with your partner. The Nine of Pentacles shows shared achievements, that says, "We have managed to get this far." The Four of Wands is celebration, a home filled with good energies, a family vibrating together. Perhaps tomorrow you will have a real reason to celebrate, good financial news, a professional achievement of one of you, or even a gathering with loved ones that reinforces the feeling of stability. I see a day when laughter echoes through the house, when you remember how much you are partners in this journey. For you who are single, the Knight of Cups appears alongside the Three of Swords, and here the message is more delicate. The Knight of Cups is that charming encounter, someone who approaches with charm, sweet words, and a gaze that can deeply move your heart. But the Three of Swords warns there are marks from the past that still weigh, wounds that may not be fully healed. It may be that this new interest awakens memories of old disappointments, bringing fear of opening up, or even that you realize the person who appears is not entirely free to offer what they promise. Tomorrow, Aries, allow yourself to feel, but without diving in with closed eyes. Enjoy the charm, but remember that your heart deserves care. For those involved in triangles, the Eight of Swords appears with the Three of Pentacles. This speaks of emotional imprisonments and difficulties in making decisions. The Eight of Swords shows how you may feel trapped in a situation from which you don't know how to escape. There are ties, promises, expectations. But the Three of Pentacles suggests that tomorrow a conversation may arise in which more than one party involved decides to sit down and talk about what they feel, about how to organize this tangle. It is not a day for a definitive solution, but to understand that you are not alone in this burden. Other people are also involved and can help make things clearer. For those who live through separations, fights, or moments of distance, the Two of Cups with the Ten of Wands shows that tomorrow there is a strong desire for reconciliation. The Two of Cups is reunion, the look that recognizes the other's soul, the heart that beats stronger when recalling everything that was experienced. But the Ten of Wands shows the burden, Reconnecting requires letting go of weights, forgiving pains, releasing grudges. It may be that tomorrow an unexpected message, a quick meeting, or even a memory that rekindles this bond occurs. But it is important to understand that the return will only be light if both are willing not to carry the same difficulties again. In professional life, if you are employed, the Tower alongside the Magician speaks of intense changes. The Tower can be a shake-up, unexpected news, something that abruptly changes the routine. A company decision, a change of plans, or even the realization that something no longer holds up. But soon after, the Magician appears, and that is wonderful. You will have the ability to turn this fall into a new beginning. I see you using your skills, demonstrating innovative ideas, or even being called to take on a responsibility that arises precisely because of this upheaval. The secret tomorrow will be not to resist change, but to embrace it as an opportunity to show your worth. If you are unemployed, Justice with the Eight of Pentacles reveals a day of fair harvest for your effort. Justice asks you to be honest with yourself. Have you truly been seeking? Have you prepared yourself? Have you done what is within your reach? The Eight of Pentacles shows dedicated work, study, practice. Tomorrow, Aries, an opportunity related to something you have been striving to learn may arise. I see interviews, contacts being resumed, or even an unexpected call to showcase your skills. It is a day when the universe rewards you in proportion to your effort. In health, the Queen of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune bring a special message. The Queen of Cups speaks about caring for emotions, balancing body and mind, and the affection you give yourself. The Wheel of Fortune shows that tomorrow you may feel fluctuations, energy that rises and falls, mood that varies, perhaps even small unforeseen issues with the body. It is essential to embrace these changes without guilt. If tomorrow you wake up more tired, allow yourself to rest. If you feel plenty of energy, take the opportunity to move. The message is clear. Take care of your heart, both physically and emotionally. In money matters, the Five of Swords alongside the Page of Wands warns of challenges. The Five of Swords indicates disputes, losses that may arise when insisting on paths that are not worth it. It could be an impulsive purchase that proves useless, a dispute over financial issues, or even the feeling that you are not being recognized for the value you provide. But the Page of Wands brings the spark of creativity. Tomorrow is a day to think of new ways to generate income, to start small projects that can grow over time. Do not cling to what seems lost. Make space for the new. In the family, the Six of Cups and the Two of Swords show encounters with the past. The Six of Cups speaks of memories, nostalgic moments, perhaps even conversations with people you haven't seen in a while. It may be that a childhood memory comes to the surface or that a distant relative appears unexpectedly. But the Two of Swords warns, some of these situations may bring indecisions, dilemmas, feelings that are not easy to resolve. Tomorrow will be important to listen with kindness, but also to know how to choose what truly deserves your energy. Among friendships, the King of Cups and the Seven of Swords speak of duality. On one side, you have people around you who offer genuine support, who are available, who welcome you. This King of Cups may represent a more mature friend, someone who listens to you and advises you with an open heart. But the Seven of Swords brings a warning. There are also those who are not so transparent, who may act out of interest or hide something from you. Tomorrow will be important to observe who is truly by your side and who is just occupying space. In social life, death alongside the Knight of Swords shows quick transformations. Death indicates the end of a cycle, something that no longer makes sense in your life. The Knight of Swords represents immediate action, the urgency to move forward. You might suddenly decide to distance yourself from a group, an activity, or even a routine that no longer adds anything to you. At the same time, a new invitation may arise, something that takes you out of your comfort zone and makes you see life differently. It is a day to close what does not add up and open the way for what truly moves your soul. And finally, the advice comes with the Fool. It invites you to take risks, to trust, to open your arms to tomorrow without fear of what will come. The Fool says, live lightly, Aries. Allow yourself to experiment, smile, venture out. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't try to control everything. Tomorrow is a day to feel the wind on your face and remember that, deep down, life is also made of simple and unexpected moments. So, my dear Aries, tomorrow will be a day when the light of the sun will guide you, showing paths of clarity, encounters of truth, and opportunities for rebirth. Walk confidently with an open heart and remember, Everything the universe brings you is for your growth.